Hi, this is Paul Hoyt, CEO of Ascending Harvest, coming to you today with our live update. And with me today is my best buddy, business partner, and resident inventor genius with Ascending Harvest, Shane McKenna. Shane's going to say hello here in just a second. We're excited to bring you a quick progress report today. We hit a milestone when it comes to raising the capital for our crowdfunding campaign, and then we got a very interesting kind of technical, scientific subject that we're going to chat with you about as well. But first, Shane, why don't you say hello and then share the good news with folks?
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on our live broadcast today. Excuse me. I should have tried talking before coming on. See if I still have that skill. We have had a really great weekend. Thankfully, due to some matching funds and a lot of work to reach out to people and help them be aware about our crowdfunding, which we need your help in this. You can give us the thumbs up and share our crowdfunding campaign and help get a lot of traction to what we're doing. But while the total doesn't reflect it because the matching contributions haven't been put in there yet, we are actually at over $10,000. Right now it shows a little over $8,000 on the total, but we are just a little over $10,000. And just to give you an idea of what that translates to, that can grow up to about 8 tons of food annually. The money that's going to go towards is going to grow a lot of food in places where it's really needed, and food that's high nutritional value and high economic value in these places. So it helps people in so many ways: micro-enterprise, nutrition, brain health, body health, sustaining themselves, self-sufficiency. There's so many wonderful ways that this technology is empowering, and we are so very, very grateful for all that you have done to share our project and to ask others to donate on behalf of those who need all of those things that I just listed.
Awesome. Well said, Shane. So we're real excited about our progress. We're about 1/3 the way through our crowdfunding campaign and about 1/3 of the way to the goal. And now is the time to keep the momentum going. So if you haven't done so already, please go to ascendingharvest.com. Give us your name and email address so we can keep you informed of the project's progress. Click on the button that's there and donate to our Indiegogo campaign, whether it be $1, $5, $10, $40, whatever you are called to contribute. We would love it because it's not just the amount of money we raise, but the number of contributors that we have that makes a huge difference for us. So please do that right now if you haven't done it before. And if you've kicked us $1 before, please do it again, and please share again, in your social media environment. One of the things we all know is that not all of our friends see every post that we make. So if we really want people to see things and pay attention to things, we have to repeat it multiple times. And that's the same when it comes to letting people know about the Ascending Harvest crowdfunding campaign. So kick us $1 every now and then and share, often, every single day if possible, with your community so that everybody will have a chance to see it. We would just love that to happen. And we've had a bunch of contributors over the weekend. Every day I pull down a list of the contributors, and then we send them a thank you, and we send them the perk that they have signed up for depending upon the level of contribution to make sure they get that. And man, today my list is about 25 or 30 people. So I've got a lot of email time to do here over the next few hours, and I love to do that. I want your name, your email address to be one of the people that I connect with here in the next 24 hours. So please do that.
Yeah, and what's great is we had a whole bunch of people do the Kick a Buck level campaign, and we love that because those get our number of contributors up. And then we had people who contributed very substantial amounts of dollars. And so it all averages out Some of those contributions are helping us more in obtain a high number of contributors, which gets us attention in our crowdfunding efforts. And some of those people are giving us a bunch of money, which helps us obviously in the getting towards the totals that we want to raise. But everything helps. Kicking a buck helps. If you do the math on it, the average contribution is a little over $100. So, you know, between people kicking a buck and people literally putting in $1,000, that's where we end up, and it's wonderful. And we love every contributor, regardless of how much they're giving, because even that small gives us twice. It's getting the dollar, but it's also getting that extra contributor in the number of contributor columns, which in today's crowdfunding, it's really all about the optics.
Yeah.
It's about how people perceive the campaign of whether you are a valid concern to donate to. So thank you for helping to validate us. That's what you're really doing. When you kick a buck, you validate us. When you donate whatever level, you validate us. And thank you very much for that validation.
Amen to that. Shane, we've got an interesting technical topic that we're going to talk about today. It kind of came up in our Monday morning staff meeting that we do, you know, every Monday. And we talked about how our system could be certified organics, because even the people who are really purists when it comes to organics saying that plants need to be grown in soil in order to be designated as organic. You know, we can qualify for that label because we have the first and I think only hybrid hydroponic system, a hydroponic system that can also work with soil. And I want you to talk about that a little bit, especially talk about, you know, why that might be important and what some of the advantages might be to have a system that both works with soil and without soil. Go for it.
Yeah, so really this whole thing with the organic farming community and very traditional organic farmers who are growing in soil, one of the challenges that they're having is that their business model is being interrupted by hydroponics. Hydroponics has many advantages over growing in soil. You know, a lot of the early innovation in hydroponics was created by NASA. NASA, obviously, if you're growing food in space, you don't take soil into space to grow food. So NASA has been very interested in how do we grow food for long space flights or for establishing colonies on Mars or on the moon if we don't have soil. And we don't know how the soil on, well, let's face it, the soil on Mars and on the moon would be pretty poor soil to grow in. It doesn't have any organic material in it at all. So, you know, it would essentially be like hydroponics because it wouldn't be soil. So NASA did a lot of pioneering in the hydroponic arena, and then it took off, and people have learned how to use it to grow food and use the advantages of it. And some of the advantages of hydroponics are that you get consistent and constant water and nutrient delivery to the roots of the plants. And in many systems, you also get some air to the roots of the plants. And so those things combine to give the plants optimal delivery, which allows the plants to grow really quickly. And that fast growth helps to produce plants that are ready in a short period of time, gives many more harvests. For example, farmers who are farming inside a greenhouse and farming romaine lettuce, let's say, or some other kind of lettuce, instead of getting 3 to 5 full head crops of romaine lettuce a year, they can get as many as 14 crops in a year if they have their system very highly tuned in. And that's obviously significant to be able to get that many crops a year. So hydroponics has huge advantages. It also has some disadvantages, which the very traditional organic farmers are quick to point out. Some of the disadvantages is the taste profile can be reduced, and the nutrient profile can be reduced. And those are enhanced oftentimes by soil. The advantages of soil is it can grow healthy fungus and bacteria, and it can support a whole host of microflora and fauna in a balance that's different than hydroponics. And because it supports these extra organisms that are breaking down the soil and, more importantly, breaking down the organic material in the soil and turning that into plant food, it's the natural way that plants have evolved. And so the plants get these ideal nutrient loads when the soil is really well developed, and they grow strong, they grow robust, they have a very high flavor profile. What we have done is with Intelligent Grow Media, we have a hybrid system where we have that constant water, moisture, mineral, and air delivery to the roots. It's absolutely constant as long as the system is cared for by the proper instructions. The plant roots do not have to go seeking out new levels of water or nutrient. It's always delivered to the plant, which makes it very easy for the plant to grow fast, as in normal hydroponics. The plants can grow much faster. They grow taller, they grow bigger. We can crowd them closer together than we can in soil because all of those nutrients and water and everything is delivered, and the roots don't have to be large, expansive systems in order to find it. So we have that advantage, but because of the nature of our engineered mix, we can put soil in our system. We can put it right in the Intelligent Grow Media. We put it right into it, and we also put it on top. And what that does is it gives us those other advantages of soil, the healthy fungus, the healthy flora and fauna, the extra minerals that are available in the soil, and then we can also mulch on top of that, which we can do whether we put the soil in or not. We can still mulch on top, and we put worms in there whether we have the soil or not. But having that soil allows us to, for the humanitarian side, this is really important. If we're delivering to an area that has okay soil, but people just don't know how to take advantage of the soil, they can use our system to grow food, and that soil helps to extend our system and make it less expensive to deliver, so we can deliver more systems for less cost and teach them how to incorporate the soil. But for this whole organic growing discussion, where the soil first, very purist organic farmers are saying, look, only things that are grown in soil should be called organic. And then you have all of the new technology, the hydroponic farmers over here saying, hey, we can grow faster and feed more people. So, excuse me, we actually combine both of those. We grow really rapidly, plus our food has all of those great nutrient and flavor profiles that are available in things that are grown in soil. So we get the best of both worlds, and we really could be a bridge to both of those communities, the soil-first, extremely naturalist community and the high-tech hydroponic community. We actually bring both of those together into one system, which, again, gives us all those advantages. And in reference to our humanitarian efforts, gives our users the very best advantage to achieve both growth and production and nutrient density, which are all things that they need desperately in their impoverished conditions.
Wow, that's a mouthful. So This is being recorded. Y'all can rewind that and listen to it again if you want. I know that I'm going to, because I love to hear Shane talk about this technical stuff. I know more about plant biology and passive mechanics than I've ever thought that I would learn in my entire life. But the bottom line is that having that ability, the ability to add soil to our system, the ability to add, nutrients, organic materials to the system, ability to add worms, gives us the opportunity to produce systems that have that microflora and fauna, those really nice things that we see, microorganisms that occur in natural soil, which would never occur in a traditional hydroponic system. Really gives us a lot of opportunity to enhance the flavor profiles and to adjust the growing conditions of particular plants. I've long said many times that I have this vision that we're going to discover some plant in an Amazon rainforest or an Indonesian jungle of some kind that has incredible properties that only a few people know about because it has really only grown in that one very small specific location. But we're going to find the exact right growing conditions for that plant, and we're going to be able to use that plant around the world. We see this a lot with MLM systems where they've got some fantastic juice that extends your long life and helps you grow hair and grow taller, which is, of course, I'm always interested in. But I think we're going to find that plant that grows very rapidly, is extremely nutrient dense, is very hearty, and that we can grow it in our systems. In that same way, I think we're going to find ways to tweak our systems in ways that no other manufacturer of a hydroponic system could do, in the blending of the soil and the worms and all of that stuff to create an extremely unique and rich gardening and farming environment.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And, I keep telling people that while we haven't shared a lot about that because we have a lot of trade secrets. When you're developing something new, you want to get yourself established in the marketplace. And so we have a lot of trade secrets of how we're doing things and what our materials are. And as we get out into the marketplace, people will, figure some of that stuff out. But in the meantime, we're working really hard to not only deliver a system that is got the very best bang for the buck to our humanitarian efforts, but we're going to leverage that into other efforts as we go down the road. So be patient, world. We just got started. We've only been launched for 10 days or so. And when we get some momentum behind us, and you're helping us with that right now, we're really going to make a change in how a lot of crops are farmed, not just by humanitarian, but other efforts as well. Help us get this humanitarian effort started so that we can make sure that people in the greatest need are fed first, and then we'll go from there.
Awesome. I really look forward to that. One of the things, by the way, because I suspect that people might listen in on this podcast, this video cast, who might have seen other ones before because of the title of Hybrid Hydroponics, we occasionally get a phone call from somebody that says, can I invest in your company? And the answer is, we're open to that conversation. We don't have an offering open right now at all, nor are we soliciting any funds. But one of the exciting things is down the road, those of you who have very big pocketbooks, may have an opportunity to have that conversation down the road. We're working with a couple of people who have reached out to us in that way, so we're excited about that too. Right now, our focus is on the next 20 days of our crowdfunding campaign, to hit our goals and to go way beyond. I would love to see us raise $200,000, $500,000, $1 million with this crowdfunding campaign, which would give us a huge, huge boost and allow us to put more systems in the hands of the families who need them the most quicker than we ever could before. So because we wouldn't have to wait for grant money to come in or some other source of funding. I think that's about it for me, Shane. What else do you have in the area of hybrid hydroponics?
Well, I would just say that our system is completely natural, with or without soil. All of the biological processes that are happening inside intelligent grow media is what happens inside of healthy soil. when we add soil to it, it just adds an extra dimension, an extra layer of natural system that can be leveraged for the health of the plant. So what we're doing is really beyond what would be considered necessary for organic labeling, because ours is very, very pure natural systems. Our whole process and our product and our technology is designed around helping to Mother Nature to do what she does best by giving her basically a platform or a footing to do what she does so well, and to just put it in a self-contained system. So that's what our system is like an ideal micro environment that allows nature to do what she does really, really well. So when we're talking about natural farming and organic farming, yes, we have synthetic and plastic materials. However, they're supporting natural processes in a way that allows us to grow without pesticides, without herbicides, without fungicides, and to be 100% completely natural and everything food grade. So people are getting the highest nutritional content. They don't have to worry about contamination. They don't have to worry about the chemicals that are normally involved. Even in some organic farming, some pesticides and herbicides and fungicides are allowed and still get that organic label. I would like to say we are actually above that in the level of quality and naturally clean products that are grown in our systems.
Well said. Thanks. Are you ready to give away one of these systems for today?
I am. It's excellent to be able to give one away.
Yeah, we love that. So for those of you who may be listening for the first time, if you contribute to our crowdfunding campaign or go to ascendingharvest.com and sign up for our email list, your name is automatically entered into a prize drawing that we do every one of these Zoomcasts, and we give away a human-powered hydroponic system to be delivered when they get out of mass manufacturing. We're expecting now towards the end of Q1 2019. At that time, we're going to either ship you a system or you're going to have the opportunity to donate a system to a family in need. What we love to do is give them away, and today we're giving away number 34. So there's a lot of people out there who might be getting their very own human-powered hydroponic system. Shane, what's a number between 1 and 10,000 that will help us determine our winner for today?
Okay, just push generate. 1,706. Let's see if I can get that to show up on camera. There, 1,706. There we go.
And the winner for 1,706 is one of my old colleagues, a gentleman named Reed Dabney. Congratulations, Reed. You have won a human-powered hydroponic system for today. We'll send you an email with all the particulars. We do appreciate you, your contributions to our campaign, for signing up for our list, etc. And again, if you haven't done that yet, please do. Kick us a buck at the easiest way to get there is on our webpage at ascendingharvest.com. Go and click on the Donate Now button, which is right there on our homepage, and it'll take you right to the Indiegogo campaign. If you're out and about and you can't remember that, just search for Indiegogo Ascending Harvest, and that'll take you right there as well. We'd love to see your name on our list of eligible prize winners, tomorrow.
Yep, that'd be great.
I think that's it for me. I'm very excited about hybrid hydroponics. I'm sure that's going to get easier for me to say over time. But I'm excited about hybrid hydroponics and the future promise that brings to the world, and especially to all of these needy families in developing countries and refugee camps. I was thinking the other day, if we just put 1 billion of these systems out there, it would only cost much less than $40 billion. And I know that we could go a long way towards eliminating world hunger, if not eliminating it. With your help, we can make that happen.
Yes, say hybrid hydroponics fast 10 times.
I'm going to have to practice that. I'd
Anyway,
rather not, I'd rather not embarrass myself by trying it right now.
yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and we really appreciate you. And please contribute and share our campaign. We know that we will be successful if you will participate and share our campaign. Thank you very much.
Thanks a bundle. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.